Hey, go get this fresh air and go hit the gym and take a chill pole lesson. Hey.
Wellness is important, right? Never too late to eat good food. Fruit and veg, so yummy. Feel your plate, so yummy. Just add it all. Water is good for my body. Till it is enough, then I go to sleep every day. Fruit and veg, so yummy. Feel your plate, so yummy.
Keep in mind, it's time to spend online. Pulling on the yakufunde. Hey, go get this fresh air and go hit the gym and take a chill pole lesson. Hey.
Wellness is important, right? Never too late to eat good food. Fruit and veg, so yummy. Feel your plate, so yummy. Just add it all. Water is good for my body. Till it is enough, then I go to sleep every day. Fruit and veg, so yummy. Feel your plate, so yummy.
Time to be kind, take care of your mind. It's time to be well, believe in yourself. It's time to be well, believe in yourself. It's time to be well, believe in yourself.
All right, well, welcome to Wednesday Watch. I'm Donna Guerin, founder of Global Lighthouse Studios. We connect teachers and students around the world through the lens of music and the arts. Joined here today by my co-host.
I'm Dan Roeder, David Z Foundation Chief Academic Officer. Sorry, I was like waiting for all like the pointing and everything. And we also have with us in the studio today, Jasmane Frans and Jean Davids. We are looking at Time to Be Well. And I just want to kind of start by kicking it over to our guests. Jean, I know the bandwidth might not be great, so hopefully you can at least join in with audio, but good to see you here. Jasmane, let's pass you the mic first, and then just if you want to mention anything about this experience, and that's it was quite an experience, wasn't it?
Yes, it was a great experience, an empowering experience. Of course, I'm South African and I'm the founder of Globally Empowered, and I connected Jean with Global Lighthouse Studios, and I saw the need for the students of Atwood Primary to be exposed to music as a tool that empowers and equips. And of course, Donna connected us with with David Z Foundation, and the rest is history. The students composed the song and everything. Donna and Daniel and Paulie, they were the people behind all of this. The music and all of that. And I will do it again if I have to, because it was such an enriching experience, and all those students will never ever forget this experience, and I know they'll pay it forward in the future.
Absolutely. And Jean, I don't know if we'll be able to hear you. Do you want to go ahead and test your mic? Just see if we can chat for a little bit. And if not, that's okay. I know we have some back channels open that we can get some thoughts from Jean. But I just wanted to highlight just what you were talking about, that it really can be transformational for these students. And now I'm thinking this was already about 3 years ago. So these children are not fourth graders anymore. They're in seventh grade, and taking this experience with them. And it was so amazing. Last week we featured Help Yourself at Gardens Commercial, and that's where this video was filmed. And during the filming of this, we actually got to go to Atwood Primary and meet the students and see, just the backdrop of where the learning environment is. And so, Jean, I think you're unfrozen right now. I want to pass the mic to you if we have you.
Nope, it's not looking like Jean has a microphone available. So, well, I just want to say this whole experience was so amazing. The students were so great to work with. And Jasmane, you were so fantastic on the ground, being able to connect us with Jean and with the school and the local artists there. And so I just think that this song in particular is a real testament to the power of collaboration and working together. And I think this song is so topical because we're heading into Mental Health Awareness Month here in October. So it's a great way to kick off, taking care of yourself and taking care of your mind. And so maybe, Daniel, you can just talk a little bit about the Anthem Award that we won for this.
Yeah, I definitely am going to do that. I actually have one over there that I can come and show, so it's kind of cool. But I did want to just, you were mentioning wellness, and that's something that I experienced having the great fortune to be on campus in Jean's classroom and in Atwood Primary in general. It just speaks wellness and it speaks life in the midst of a very, not scary, but just like you have to be aware in the neighborhood. You just have to be aware of where you are and be very mindful. And the holistic wellness that is just exuberant on campus. You could feel it the moment you walk in, and then it felt kind of magical. Oh yes, Jean says there's no sound, but that's okay. Jasmane's got us on the back channels. So hopefully Jean is able to at least type a message. And that's one of the things, Jasmane, as I run and grab the Anthem Award to kind of show off for Atwood, I would love to have you talk about some of the challenges in online education, specifically in Cape Town. And that's something that I know, Donna, you and I experienced firsthand. So I'll be right back.
Yeah. I think you know what, this whole project, the whole thing about this project is that actually it is evident that we can rise above those challenges. Jean's in a school where there's when we had power cuts at the time, when this song was like actually created and produced, and the students rose above it. And not only that, they found alternative ways to actually connect with the US, because Donna and Daniel are both in the US. And it's all about commitment. And this all brings us back to inclusion, global inclusion, on a scale that, we didn't think about, we didn't even foresee, we didn't predict those things will happen. And not only that, it also empowered those students to find ways not to be dependent on technology for empowering and equipping themselves all the time. And the fact that they had confidence, they gained confidence in their lyrics. Yeah, we resorted to emails, WhatsApp, and all of those kind of things. But in the end, they have produced a masterpiece. And I'm going to hand over to Daniel again, just to actually dig deeper into what we saw as a masterpiece, the awards.
Yeah, well, here is the Anthem Award. This is the first first award that David Z Foundation has been a part of. And so right on there, it says um, partnership and collaboration 2023 bronze winner, time to do well, Atwood Primary School. And yes, go Atwood. So the cool thing is that, and Jasmine, I am actually going to kick it back to you for a second, and then I can kind of expound on the learning. But I got to witness a model of tenacity and grit in Jasmane, and just getting the award to the students, and Jean and everybody working together. So Jean or Jasmane, can you tell a little bit about that experience? Because it took a little bit, right? But you never gave up, and
Yeah. As global education and founders of global platforms, we need to actually show that we can't give up,
right.
because we need to practice what we preach.
Mm-hmm.
And when they won the award, of course, everybody was excited. And there's Jasmine and Daniel and Donna and Paulie saying, "You won an award, it's on its way." And it just never got to us. And it had me flying back from the UK to South Africa to go and find it. And I went back, and at the time it was lost somewhere in the mail. I actually went to the post office. I went everywhere I could, and I found it.
There was
And
yeah. Oh,
yeah,
sorry. Go ahead.
it took months. I think it took about 6 months to
6 months. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, but I mean, I have a litany of text messages on WhatsApp between myself and Jasmine, just like, here's where they said it was last, la la la, and then she'd give me an update, and she's like, well, I talked to this person, they led me to this, and it was kind of like a CSI show. I was, we were following the clues, but at the end of the day, the students were able to get that achievement. And it was so cool to see them, the pictures of that award ceremony. So yeah, you wanted me to speak to, the depth of the masterpiece they created. And I think that's kind of the magic of the program. And I want Donna to chime in here too. And Jean, if you want to write anything, I know it's so hard to be on camera and not like be able to talk, but so it really came from the students. And that is the magic of the program, is that we are facilitators. Like, that's our job. We facilitate conversation, we facilitate learning, and we facilitate creativity. And when you put all those three things together, that's the formula for getting the best work from students. It starts with believing in engagement. And like you said, Jasmine, believing in inclusion, believing in self-advocacy and agency. And then just believing that the job can be done. There were lots of other challenges. We could talk about the challenges, but I think the most important piece is that the students were joyful throughout. They never lost that sense of wonder and engagement. And, that's the heart of social emotional learning in classrooms. That's really the important piece, and why we do what we do. Because there are so many times that we might find ourselves in a learning situation and we think, why do I have to know this? When you're writing a song, you don't get time to say, why do I have to know this? Because you're too busy being curious about the thing that you're learning. And so, Don, I wanted to pass the mic back to you and just get your thoughts on that, because I think it really is kind of a magical formula.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, to me, the magic of learning is all about students being so engaged that they don't even know that they're learning, or they're not asking the question why, because they're engaged in what they're doing. And so this is a prime example of high student engagement, and the students, and I would say, even venture to say, the community really came together to bring this song to life. And so I want to thank Jasmine again on the ground, and Jean and the school, and also Gardens Commercial for the next door for giving us the property to be able to film on. we actually highlighted them last week, their song "Help Yourself." So it truly was just magical, everything about it. And I'm still coming to Cape Town someday because I need to go there.
You owe me that.
Yes.
So, so if I can just like uh, add to that, I think it's just a shame that Jean can't say anything because of the audio and connection problem. But I think the gist of this is actually that it was about the students practicing what we preach,
Mhm.
despite the challenges, rising above that. And like I like what Donna just mentioned, we just didn't empower our students, but their parents. We also had that opportunity to have a workshop for parents without having it in a room behind closed doors with
Mhm.
paperwork and stuff like that. It was a practical workshop. Get into action if you want your students to feature. Have an interest outside the curriculum to empower them. Have an interest outside the curriculum globally to empower them. Tap into their talents beyond the academic curriculum, and that was important for me, and I think for Jean, and I'm trying to speak for Jean because I just feel bad that she is actually, I want to highlight Jean here. I've never
Mhm.
seen anyone so committed to a cause, you know despite Jean almost went out solo in a school to make this happen. And if we
Yes.
That's amazing.
talk, if we want to talk inclusion, I think for me it's important as a founder of a global foundation and stuff like that. It's not about us, and this project has totally shown that.
Yes. Well, and to extend that a little bit, just the community engagement as well. So LNS were the artists that were chosen to represent, and you'll have to remind me of the name of the videographer. I don't have it in front of me, but she was also just an amazing
Yeah,
asset to the
yeah,
program. The T-shirts, there were T-shirts that you were able to use a local vendor and support the local economy. So there's a
yes,
lot of pieces to a music video that have to be considered, and a lot of people behind the scenes that make it happen and maybe don't get the recognition. So I'm actually going to look for the cinematographer's name right now because I feel horrible that I'm having a mental moment. But I know we have a couple other videos to watch. Donna, did you want to kind of start transitioning into the project that's coming up?
Oh, sure.
Okay, awesome. And then I
Yes.
I am going to find the cinematographer's name because I want to give her a proper shout out. It's on the tip of my tongue.
yeah. While you're at it, there's also the catering company that supply the food for health and well-being. We only didn't just complete, like we weren't just focused on the song, but we actually included people from the community to supply food, and they were L&T catering.
Right. Wow, we had so many people that worked on this project, and again, it's that power of community, right? That power of being together and working together, and uh, I don't know, this whole project to me really just was like the epitome of what it means to work together. And so, segueing over to what Daniel was mentioning, actually, Jasmane has been working with us on this as well, behind the scenes. So, Global Lighthouse Studios has been working with Bonnie in 116 Uganda since 2021. I actually went back and looked at my WhatsApp texts that back and forth, and that's when we first started talking about this. And Bonnie had a dream to build a school. He was doing it, walking around the community, just trying to help people and engage the community and engage students in learning. And he wanted to build a school that was dedicated to music and the arts. And he reached out to me and asked if I would be able to help him build a school. Well, of course, I've worked in schools, but I've never built a school. So this is something that has just been 3 years in the making. And so many wonderful global educators have really just lend a hand, not only Jasmane, but also Marcella and Abelicia, and there's been lots of different global educators that have been able to be there and help support Bonnie along the way. And so this article that Daniel so nicely put together is talking about the part of David Z Foundation and how they came into the picture and have been helping out with this school. So if you want to go ahead and introduce the video, Daniel, and just kind of tell us a little about the article.
Absolutely. Cinematographer's name, Tara Dick. Do you remember that?
All right.
Yes,
Oh,
Tara,
yeah.
right? Yeah, I'm so
Yes.
sorry, Tara. If you see this,
Absolutely.
yeah, so here is this video really has become a labor of love. Donna knows, but I tried to pull this story together, which now just this moment in going back through all the permutations of WhatsApp groups that we had going back to 2021. It's amazing how many different ways that we would come together on different projects. So this is just such a celebration of the story. So I don't want to talk too much more about it, and just Bonnie does a really good job of explaining the project and the impact of that this school will have, that Garin Academy will have on the community in the Sarati district. So
yes,
let's roll tape.
All right. Yes, my family's super excited about it, and we're actually going to work as a family to create the logo. So we're pretty excited about that. So I'll go ahead and roll the video.
Hello, this is called Bonnie, a young conference from Mawachis, Uganda. I'm here to say thank you very much to David D Foundation for the donation we received from them. With the coordination of the Global Lighthouse Studios, we are much grateful. The donation has come in the right time to help us secure the school license that we needed to start operating next year. We are sure of helping at least more than 700 students next year in the music skills together, push their talents ahead and far.
I am a winner. It is starting now. Starting from tomorrow, I am going to be a different person. I will be dressing well. I will be speaking well. I will be behaving well.
So much grateful to David D Foundation.
So I know that was, like you said, quite the labor of love there, Daniel, on that video. And thank you so much for creating the video and for telling the story. And thank you, David Z Foundation, for your generous donation that was able to secure the license, which will enable us to move forward. And so if you want to learn more, you can read more about it. I will be having an article coming out as well on Global Lighthouse Studios website. But if you'd like to get more involved or learn more about it, you can go ahead and click on the QR code there. Learn a little bit more about Garin Academy, a school that's going to be dedicated to music and the arts. So excited about this opportunity for Bonnie and for the students of the Sarati district in Uganda. And looking forward to continuing to collaborate with everyone and bring this to life.
Absolutely. It looks like, Jean, are you able to hear us now? Maybe we can. It looks like we might have connection. This could be like a miracle, a September miracle.
I don't think so.
Maybe not. That's okay.
And can I just Jean just sent me a message, and she said
Okay.
she would like me to, on her behalf, thank you, David Z Foundation, Global Lighthouse Studios, and all stakeholders behind that, and in particular Paulie, for his vibrant personality and joy he brought to the kids, and on and taking them to this level. Thank you on behalf of the community, the principal of the school, the education department, the Western Cape Education Department, and of course itself, and also for the collaboration that was possible between them and Gardens Commercial High. I hope I did that well.
Thank you so much, Jean. This is just speaks of that tenacity and grit that is just inherent in Cape Town, I believe, and it's certainly in Jasmane and in Jean. I did want to mention on the side here, wait, that side, everything's backwards. You can read more about Garen Academy and 116 Uganda, and I'm excited to link Donna your article that comes out too. And just telling this story is such a privilege to be able to say, like, after all this, after all of the different permutations of ideas and fundraisers, and hey, this is almost happening, now it's not, and now it is. It's amazing to say this is now in motion. And actually, I was trying to put a picture of the school, which you can see in the article, but I think it wouldn't upload. And so my standby is always this little thing I made last year that says "Earth without art is eh," and I think that's appropriate. So yeah. So I'm gonna hide that for now, and then we can kind of do some closing thoughts. Jean kicked us off with some really amazing closing thoughts. Let's pass it to you first, Jasmane, and then I'll go, and then Donna, you can close us out with your closing thoughts, and then the behind the scenes video. So over to you, Jasmane.
Okay, I'd like to thank you for this, for inviting us back with this, and thank you for all you've done. And all I want to say is that sometimes our paths cross, we cross roads and connections and all of that, is to continue what you're doing. You're selfless, you have vision and all of that, and it shows. And I just mentioned earlier to Daniel, he's done a few other stints with the youth I work with at Globally Empowered. We want to acknowledge you, and we want to affirm you that this is not all in vain, because what you're doing is making a difference. And here's to inclusion, global inclusion. I still have that vision of having one lesson for the world on a platform. So thank you.
That's amazing. Wow, one lesson for the world. That is a beautiful, beautiful statement and thought. And Jean says, thank you once again for empowering us. Jean and Jasmane and Donna, I want to thank all three of you just for making me think globally, because it's not, before I met Donna, which was the reason I met Jasmane and Jean, I wasn't thinking in that direction. And I can say without a doubt, because I'm in education, there are a lot of people who are not quite thinking globally yet. And that's the growth mindset, is that we all have a responsibility to connect, and like this is the background that I really am living into right now. I choose to connect with people most through music, but there are so many different ways in the arts that we can connect. And I want to pass the mic back. I think I do it that way. Yeah. Okay. So to Donna, who is just got an amazing program in Global Lighthouse Studios, and doesn't just focus on music, but encompasses all the arts with education. So over to you, Donna, and then we'll watch the BTS.
All right. Well, thanks again for being here today. Always love my Cape Town friends. Like I said, I will be joining you someday in Cape Town because I need to go there. And of course, my family wants to come too. I'm just saying. Anyway, but thank you so much again for being here. Looking forward to future collaborations, which I know there will be some and more. And I also just wanted to put out there too that I'm excited today that I'm announcing, or we announced the other day, that we're going to be kicking off a program that we are working on in partnership with Lady Rocket Foundation, all about space and arts and music education. And so I'm super excited about that. We are hoping to launch it here in Denver. That's where we're going to kick it off. And so really excited about that. And so look for more information to come in the coming months. And after that, we have to go to my favorite part of every Wednesday Watch, which is behind the scenes. And so thank you again. Lovely to see you both. Jean, I'm sorry we didn't actually have a conversation, but imagine, if you will, a virtual hug. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and try to share my screen without messing this up. So, all right, here we go. Let's see, share. And
song. Because you're gonna write the words of the song, you're gonna make a video, and we're gonna put it on YouTube.
The focus for today is coming up with melody. So we have Polly Z here.
It's time to spend online. Pulling on the yakufun.
I saw your video of you guys singing. There was one of the videos where it sounded like a really good chorus.
It's time to be kind.
Very good. That's very, very good.
I think that could also be the chorus.
Right. It's time to be
So catchy.
See if you can do it like really short notes, like when you do the ka. Make them like short. So it's time to be kind. Instead of that, we can do what we did before. Start with this, then bring this in here, change it up, make it all happy. So
I think I kind of like that better, a little more sparse.
it's kind of more fun to start with, right? All right, let's try it. Believe in yourself. Hey! Hey!
Are you okay? Okay. You can't come from me in the classroom. Okay?
To be well, believe on yourself. It's time to be well, believe on yourself.
Now, when you need to shake, I want to see that movement, say, and you smile all the time. I wanted them to experience what it is to participate in a program like that.
Challenging, yeah, I would say, but yeah, so far so good.
The song, perfect, and I heard it from the kids who wrote the song, so it's even more nice.
And I think the main idea behind the program is lovely as well.
I love it, and it was amazing. Music, look, it is mine. It was the best thing that could have been done in the current climate of education.
The David C. Foundation helped us, gave us the help that we needed to start with our music program.
It's time to be well.